Have you ever seen a pro run down the road and you're like, wow, it looks like they're gliding over the road and they look so fast. And then you look at yourself in the shop window and you're like, I do not look like a pro. I want to teach you how you can tap into the speed and the run form that pros use to get fast and run fast from start to finish. Now, while you might not be able to get the results they get, you can run faster when you leverage what they already know. And I want to teach you exactly how the pros run and how you can use in your own running so you can PR at your next race. Now here's a good example of how most runners make their way down the road. You can see that the heels don't lift up, the toes reach way out to the front. And while this does work to get you through your run, it does slow you down. It does force you to not harness the speed that you already have and you've earned through your training. So let's teach you how the pros look and how you can use it in your own running. So here we have Kipchoge when he broke the 2-hour barrier, and we're gonna look at a couple things that he does that makes him smooth as butter when he's running. And again, you're not gonna break the 2-hour barrier, I know that, but you can learn what they do to make them fast and add some speed to your own running. So let's take a look. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna stop as he's coming through, and I want you to look at when he starts to push off. Now, if we just pause for a second, see how both legs are off the ground here at the back of this stride? You can see that this foot's off the ground and this foot is off the ground. That means that he is carrying himself down the road and he's not getting stuck always on the ground, which is a big mistake for most runners. So if we let this play out, you're gonna see this trailing leg. As he comes through, you see how high that heel gets up in the air. Let's look at the other leg. See how high that leg comes up in the air. Now that is a telltale sign that you're generating speed, but here's the mistake that you don't wanna make. When a lot of runners think, oh, I need to get my legs up in the air, they'll fire their hamstrings, they'll lift this leg way up in the air, and they'll do a butt kick. Huge mistake. It's not going to generate you any speed. The trick to this is to learn how to run from two key areas, your glutes and your core. Now by tapping into both of these areas, you're going to actually get this natural leg lift, and you're going to get the carry that you see with Kipchoge and all the fast runners that they have that you can use to get faster and to run faster. So now we're gonna watch him come through. You're gonna see as he comes through, let's just bring this forward, see how his knee leads the way? This knee coming forward is what actually harnessed that back end lift on the back of his stride, and it's what's setting him up to run faster. So what does this mean for you? It means that as you're running, as you're going through and you start to get tired, even as you get tired, you can actually start to drive this knee a little bit and be able to take yourself and fight back against fatigue. You're gonna be unlocking your glutes and your core, and you're getting away from the lower, weaker muscles of your lower leg, like your calf or your quad muscles that, while they're strong, they're not the ideal muscles to run from. Now, while you might not get the results that they get on race day or in their training, you can learn from them. They do run a certain way because it allows them to run faster. The key is to break away from the shuffling and the typical way runners make their way down the road, and let me tell you, it only gets worse as you get tired. But when you learn to run just like they do, by opening your stride, by driving through your hips, and learning to harness the speed and unlock the speed that's already in your legs, you too can run fast from start to finish. Now, most runners think they have to train harder, they have to run more to get faster. It doesn't have to be that way. You can leverage the speed you already have. You just have to learn how. That's precisely what I'll be teaching in my upcoming 4-week boot camp, Need for Speed. You'll get all the drills, the training, the exercises to get faster in 30 days by leveraging the speed you already have and improving your run form. If you want to PR your next race, if you want to run faster, even when your legs are tired, without training more, without running more, go to the link in post, check out Need for Speed. We're starting soon.